This is part 2 of 2 from the unit conversions. And I'm selected 5, 6, and 7. They both have parts A and B. So let's begin. We have on question 5A, 5.3 cups equals how many ounces? All right, I already did a little bit of the conversion part. And we have how many fluid ounces are in 1 cup. Let's look in the paper. Do you see it? How many fluid ounces we have here? 8. So we have 8 fluid ounces. So 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. All right, let's move on. Any questions on how I got that? All right, let's move to the second part. Move this over the 5.3 cups. Multiply. Question. Is the 8 be on the numerator or the denominator when you're converting? If you said 8 on the numerator, you're correct. The reason why is the conversion is going to be much easier. All right, we'll multiply 5.3 cups times 8 over 1. We cancel out the units. We'll multiply 5.3 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 5 times 8 is 40. Add 2 more is 42. Question. Where do we place the decimal? Between the 4 and the 2 or the 2 and the 4? It aligns, right? So it's between. So that's our answer. 42.2 ounces. So all we did is basically we're converting cups to ounces. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. Once we determine that, and we multiply 5.3 cups times 8 over 1 because you want to get rid of the common, cancel out the units. And then what's left over is the fluid ounces. Once you did the fluid ounces, you multiply 5.3 times 8. That gives us 42.4. So, any questions on 5A? That wasn't too bad, right? No, it wasn't. So let's go on to the next. You're more than welcome to stop the video at any time to see where you're at, and you have any questions from the notes, you can make them on your own time and leisure. And then when you have any questions, go ahead to send me a message on the Canvas page or send me an email or by cell phone. That'd be fine. So I want to make sure everyone's on point. Ready to move on? All right. We got 5B. We're converting yards, 657 yards equals how many miles? All right, 657 yards equals how many miles? Let's do the conversion. One mile equals how many yards? Look in the conversion. 1760, right? That's our conversion. 1 mile equals 1760 yards. 1,760 yards. Okay. So far, you're okay on this part. Wonderful. All right, let's move on to the conversion. Conversion part. I always mess that up. Forgive me. Okay, we got 657 yards. And then from the conversion part. Does 1760 goes on top or goes on the numerator or the denominator? If you say it's in the denominator, you're correct. Because once you do the actual conversion, it made sense. All right? Watch. We can cancel these out because that's what will be out of the equation. Are we focusing on the mile, right? So we're dividing, right? 657 divided by, hold on. Give me a moment here. You can use your calculator for this if you like. That'd be a lot easier. All right, let's see. Let me get my calculator out. You know what? Let me get the light. Let me get this a lot better. Okay. All right. We have 657 divided by 1760. Can you see on your screen? 0.37. Question. Is a 7 greater than 5 or less than 5? It's greater than 5, right? It's greater. So it rounds up to 0.4. This from 0.3 to 0.4. That's our final answer. So from the previous problem, the number was higher on the numerator than the denominator. So just basically go multiply across. But in this problem, we had to divide because the numerator was smaller. And then this is how we get to this part. So that is our final answer. Any questions on number 5B? All right, let's go on to 6. Right? Now we're going to do cups and ounces like the last problem, okay? That's from number 5 actually. 5A. We got 6A. We got 13.1 cups equals how many ounces? All right. 1 cup equals 8 ounces, right? 8 fluid ounces, right? From the 5A, right? Remember this? So, are we going to divide or we'll multiply? We're going to multiply, right? Question. Is the 8 be on the numerator or on the denominator? In order to make this work, we had to put the 8 on the top, on the numerator. So this will cancel, this is what it looks like. We cancel out this, And we're worried about the top. 13.1 times 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Put the decimal right there. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 1 times 8 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. 104.8 fluid ounces. Always make sure to put your answer in units. If you don't put your answer in units, you might get points taken off. Just for good measure. But other than that, any questions on 6A? It's similar to 5A, right? Right? That's not too bad. All right. No more questions? Let's move on to the next one. I have those notes from this session on the website. So no need to worry. 6B. We have 434 yards. Converted to how many miles? All right. So 434 yards on 6B equals how many miles? First initial thought. How many yards are in a mile? Remember? $17.60, right? It's going to be the same thing from 5B. We convert 434 yards. Question. Is 1760 be on the numerator or on the denominator? I believe it's going to be the denominator. Cancel out the yards. Divide 434. You can check on your calculator. .24, so the answer will be 0.2. That's our final answer. So that's our final answer for 6B. So you're doing is you're converting yards to miles, and you know 1 mile equals 1760 yards, and you use 434 times 1 mile over 1760 yards as a fraction, and then cancel out the common units and looking for what we're looking for is a miles, and then 434 divided by 1760, and you get 0.2 miles. So, any questions on 6B? All right, let's move on to 7. No, you didn't. Stop lying. No, you're not. You can move it. Stop lying. Forgive me. There's my nephew in the background. Now we have 7A and 7B. 7A we're converting pounds to ounces. 1.4 pounds equals how many ounces? All right. Question. How many ounces are in 1 pound? 16, right? So we're going to do 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And we're going to do this. Is 16 on the numerator or on the denominator? If you said the numerator, you're correct. The reason why, you see this? This will cancel out these two out. You can't be on the same side. And once you have this, you multiply. 4 times 6 is 24. Carry the 2. 1 times 6 is 6. Add 2 more is 8. Second row. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them together. We got 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Where do we place the decimal point? Between the 2 and the 2 or the 2 and the 4? The 2 and the 4, right? That's our answer. 22.4 ounces. Always don't forget to put your units. You're converting pounds to ounces. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. Once you figure out how many ounces are in a pound, you start converting. And then 1.4 pounds times 16 ounces over 1 pound. Cross out the pounds, and you simply multiply 1.4 times 16, and you get 22.4. Any questions on 7A? All right. Last problem for this short session. We're converting yards to feet. 13.5 yards. How many feet? Question. How many yards are in a feet? It's 3 feet, right? 1 yard equals 3 feet. Question. Do we... Hold on a second. No! I'm doing work! Yes. We converted 13.5 yards. Is the 3B on the numerator or on the denominator? If you said on the numerator, you're correct. Because it's going to... No, actually didn't. Yes, the numerator. Because I made a boo-boo. Yards. That made sense. So the numerator is 3 feet. Equals 1 yard. And then we cross out the yards, right? We'll simply multiply 13.5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9. Add 1 more is 10. Carry the 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Add 1 more is 4. Place a decimal between the 0 and the 5. That is our final answer. 40.5 feet. I always put the units because it's going to mess it up. But other than that, 80 questions on 7B. There you have it, folks. We're done for this customary part of the converting units. And I hope these notes I will put on the website will help you in any way. If you have any questions, concern, please don't hesitate to contact me. Until then, everyone, you have a good rest of your day and be safe. All right, talk to you then.